Hi.
How are you?
Good. Hey, sorry, we were at the wrong thing. Whoa, hello. Okay.
Let's do this one.
This is my first one of these, so
I'm glad we made it. We had it work out.
You're glad you missed the garbage trucks because we just had garbage trucks for 10 minutes, so that would have been.
You know, it seems like every single time I do one of these, that's when my gardeners show up, or
Oh, we had gardeners and garbage trucks, yeah.
It's just it's really lovely. But this is one thing about being in quarantine is there's been anything can happen, really.
And it will at the wrong time.
So how has your quarantine been going? How have you been doing?
Quarantine for me, well, okay, so I would say the last 2 weeks were like, if you've ever been on an 18-hour plane flight and you're in the last half an hour before you're about to land, and you're just sort of like shaking your knee and looking around, and you're just counting the minutes to get off the plane. That's kind of the last 2 weeks. But actually, this week I feel like I've finally settled into it. And that's kind of probably the way. That'll be probably predictable for me to, like, just as it's getting finished, I'm ready for it. But the last years have been so nonstop. For me it was like a plane landing at 500 miles an hour, and it's just taken me this long to come to a coast,
Yeah, and so from being so busy for the last couple of years to now slowing down, has that been a good thing for you? And has it helped you at all in terms of like being creative and writing and stuff?
Yeah, a little bit. I think I'm just starting to settle into it. I'm just kind of getting into my rhythm, and I think, it's funny. I was thinking about my friends. I have a lot of European friends, especially my French friends. Hello, Phoenix and Air and Daft Punk and those guys. They as a society, the culture, they take 6 to 8 weeks off every summer. So they do a version of this every year. So I don't know. I mean, just sort of stopping everything for a while, I think is, I don't know. It has its merits, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I know. Well, it's definitely been making me think just about, I don't know, what do I want out of life? What really makes me happy? Because when you get stripped of all of the things that you think make you, and then you're kind of left with yourself, it's like, do I like myself? Am I happy? What do I do? You know what I mean?
Right.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, it gets a little metaphysical, sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
A little philosophical. Yeah, I miss people. Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing for me.
Me too.
I mean, as a musician, I've talked to a few other musicians. The idea of being locked down and stuck somewhere, it's called making an album.
Yeah.
You'll be stuck in a studio for 4 months and you have no life. And so we know that somewhat, but not being able to see people is hard.
Yeah.
That I would say is the hardest part.
Yeah, seriously. I know. I miss seeing my family and stuff like that,
Where's your family?
They're all pretty close by. My dad is in Rancho Cucamonga.
Ooh.
And my mom.
I've name checked Rancho Cucamonga. It's one of the more colorful names of LA suburbs.
Yeah, right. Every time I say it, people are like, "What? Cuca what?" So.
Is that where you're from?
That's where I'm from. Yeah.
Damn. Oh wow.
Yeah. I don't even, and people are always like, what's it like? I'm like, it's just straight up suburbia. It's just shopping centers and track homes, and that's pretty much it.
It just rolls off the tongue, though.
Yeah.
One of my other favorites is Azusa. Hello, everybody in Azusa. Do we have anybody on here from Azusa? I doubt it.
My best friend, Bree, in the other room, she's from Covina, which is near Azusa.
Right. So do you know how Azusa got its name?
I don't.
I think it was in the 50s. They were trying to come up with a name, and they said, well, we got everything you need here. Let's just call it A to Z USA.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I always thought it was some historical name or something. but it's A to Z USA.
A to Z USA. That is amazing. I have to look more into that.
Only in Los Angeles.
So good. So I better jump into some of these fan questions because I could just talk all day. Oh.
Yeah, sorry everybody, we were late. Very technically challenged over here.
We got it though.
The guitar is not in tune. Right.
But it's there, which makes me excited that something can happen. So, Skleinberg, it's a cool handle. He said he really enjoyed your cover of "I Am the Cosmos," which I've watched like 100 times. And he was wondering, are you going to be doing more of these? And would you maybe consider doing an acoustic tour, which is something you and I have talked about before?
I've done acoustic tours. I haven't done one in a long time. It's been a really long time. Maybe I will. I do in Los Angeles. I'll often play charity shows where I'll play acoustic. Like there's a place in Hollywood called Largo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I've been playing there for years. And then there's a little folk music shop in Santa Monica that has a little theater in the back called McCabe's Guitar Shop. So I've played there before. But I haven't done an acoustic tour since the Sea Change album. That was the last time. And I got to play at Royal Albert Hall and places like that. And it's such a discipline. It's such a getting up on a stage by yourself just with your instruments, but it allows a kind of spontaneity that's you just can't do when you have an 8-piece band and production and lights and everything.
Yeah, it's like.
But hey, thanks for planting the seed. I will definitely. I feel like maybe this is the year to do that. I don't know if they're going to let us play. I know all my tours are canceled. We had some great tours planned this year, but maybe if they allow small shows at some point, maybe I'll go out and play some small ones.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. So Pamela Patty, I don't know. She asked if you could hit the hyperspace time travel button, where would you go? Yeah, where would you go?
Ooh, good question. I have some friends who got stuck in Hawaii. I've been envious. There's been a bit of FOMO on that, being stuck here. Especially, it was really rainy here for a number of weeks. So
you go to Hawaii, bask in the sun.
Yeah, I think that would be a good place to hyperspace too.
Yeah, right? So Strange Invitation wants to know, which musicians, past and present, would you like to be in lockdown with?
Oh, wow. I think you have to choose who you're locking down with carefully, right?
Uh-huh. I think so.
It's a commitment. I probably Tom Waits. I've hung out with him a few times, and we just laugh. There's a lot of there's a lot of back and forth. It's weird. I'm from Los Angeles. You're from Los Angeles, and I was talking to Tom once, and he grew up in the same neighborhood I did. So we there's a little common language there, maybe that would be good for quarantine. And then we could reenact the scene from Down by Law where he's in the jail with Roberto Benigni, quarantine style. I don't know. Who else? I'll think up a list.
Okay, we'll go with Tom Waits. I think that's a really good answer. That's a solid answer. Let's see. Chano Choro says, "Hi Beck, I really love your music and also each sound in your music. Could you share about your current project for new music we can expect? And have you found a new routine in quarantine time?"
Quarantine is weird. It's like some people have approached it with a really rigorous schedule, and for me, it's just been like there's just no hours.
Yeah.
It's very liquid time. I mean, you're still working, right? So you still have to kind of wake up and be presentable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are going to bed at 5 a.m. and they don't know what day it is. So I've sort of been in between those. Yeah, some late nights. Um, but yeah, as far as music, I have a few things. I haven't been too music heavy. My engineer has been sheltering, so the studio kind of got shut down. But there's a few things I'm working on, and so I don't know if I can talk about it yet. But
Yeah, for
a
sure.
couple exciting things coming really soon.
Ooh, well, that's awesome. I mean, you did just put out a new album, so you know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, Prinspiration. That's a good handle. They said, "Hi Beck. First of all, I hope you're doing fine. As a Prince and Beck fan, I would have loved to see you perform together. I know you're a fan too. Which Prince song is your favorite and why? And thank you and greetings from France. Can't wait to see you in Paris." And obviously, we just saw you perform at the Prince tribute, and you did Raspberry Beret.
Raspberry Beret, yeah.
So is that your favorite one?
That is a favorite, yeah. I think they had me do that one because when he passed, I was playing that in concert. I mean, the Purple Rain record, 1999, those are my favorites, probably. That's like and I do like the Parade album, but yeah, Raspberry Beret is a special song. It's sort of it's that confluence of his like where he comes from funk and R&B, and then had this sort of psychedelic 60s psychedelic influence. I think that's a really magic combination, and it's probably part of the DNA of what I do, which is kind of somewhere between Sly Stone and James Brown and the Beatles in their psychedelic period. You know?
Yeah. Do you have a favorite memory of anything that happened that night, performing at the Prince tribute?
I got to hang out with The Revolution, which is Prince's original band from the early 80s. And I got to just chat with them and thank them for being influential to me. You know, I think they were in his band, kind of in the background of the videos for a lot of that period. So it was nice for me to be able to acknowledge them, say, hey, you were part of the cocktail of imagery and, you know, sparking my imagination. Like, why is one of the guys in the band dressed as a doctor with scrubs on? And why are there two girls playing the same keyboard? And like, there were all these weird things going on that were just really set my imagination going as a little kid. So,
oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, I was just thanking them for being part of that whole Prince world. And then, you know, we had a lot of friends. You know, Annie St. Vincent was there, and the Foo Fighters, and Chris Martin, and so it was just a big hangout backstage.
Yeah, it was really well done, and I just felt like everybody did such a fantastic job. It was so cool.
Yeah.
So in 2015, when you won, you know, Album of the Year, and Prince actually gave you your Grammy, do you have any memories from that night with, you know, maybe something that he said to you or anything like that?
He didn't say anything, no, but I did pull him aside to try to talk to him afterwards, and I was just telling him how meaningful it was that he was there, and he meant a lot to me, and that I turned to look at him and he was gone. I don't know. He had the ability to vanish. Like he had sorcerer powers. I don't know.
That checks out.